DjDternal88, what's going on, y'all? I'm back in the building, first live since I've been back. Um, Shout out to everybody on YouTube. I'm just here to talk about a few things today, a few little topics like the Keefe D topic, the ASAP Rocky situation. We got a few other things to cover we'll get to, but let's start it off with the Keefe D situation real quick. So Keefe D's lawyer saying there's no proof. It is crazy. Saying that the only proof is him admitting it, which to me is kind of wild because there is a book out there, you know what I mean, that came out like 2019, I think, him admitting to it and placing everybody in the car that was allegedly in the car. You know, Anderson, dude who they jumped at the who they beat up at the casino and all that. So, you know, basically the lawyers putting in a motion to try to get it dismissed, get the charges against Keefe D dismissed, which is wild to me, man. But yeah, so basically they just saying that when Pac was killed, uh that he's not, that Keefe D trying to say he didn't do it. But if you admitted to it in a book, multiple platforms, I mean, it's just kind of wild, like to even go in there and say you're not guilty, if you ask me. But this is what the judge is saying right now.
Established the words in the book are actually defendants and to corroborate those things. The prejudice of the death of those four individuals who have been identified had already occurred at that time. Additionally, it took the next several years to gather that evidence and ultimately led to the June 23rd, 2023 search warrant of the defendant's residence. After that search warrant was executed, then the grand jury indicted the defendant after several meetings in September of 2023. The defendant has not provided any evidence to establish that the delay was intentionally done to gain a tactical advantage or that the prosecution related in bad faith. I don't see that the state really does gain any sort of tactical advantage here. I still think it's a bit of an uphill battle for them given what they have. And ultimately, they can't get complete justice for Mr. Shapiro because of the deaths of those other people, including Mr. Anderson, who's the alleged shooter in this incident. And so I ultimately don't see that this is a situation where the state really got any advantage by delaying. In fact, is themselves hindered. And so overall, I'm going to deny on the pre-indictment delay argument and turn to the immunity argument. It's fairly clear.
So it was denied. So she denied it. I just want to show y'all a little clip of that. That's all. But yeah, I'm live right now. I don't know. I uploaded a few videos and they ain't really, clicking too well. So I'm gonna keep trying until it clicks, because I'm dropping videos and I'm not stopping. You know what I mean? I'm back. It's hip hop DjDternal88. I love hip hop. I've been a part of the culture all my life, and yeah, man. But as far as this whole situation goes, man, this is kind of wild. Keefe D's trying to get this thrown out. I couldn't believe when they said he tried to get it thrown out. I'm like, how are you gonna get something thrown out that you admitted to? Like, but I guess that's some people's mindsets is different, man. I guess some people think they above the law. I don't really know, you know what I mean? But yeah, man. I like to see Keefe D, and this is just me personally. I like to see him be in jail. If you did really like a part of taking Tupac out and then admitting to it, you should be in jail. You know what I mean? And then and that's just what it is. Like you can't just go around admitting to murders. Like I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know. I really just don't get it, to be honest with you. Like I really don't overall. I guess it's the fame, social media kind of changed things. I know if them other people were still alive, they probably wouldn't be too happy about it either. You know what I mean? But another thing I seen, then, shout out to Reggie Wright. Yeah, Reggie Wright YouTube channel, man. He got a dope channel. I'll definitely be tuning in. He just was covering something about people saying Tupac was industry plant and may have been like not heterosexual or something. Basically saying like he may have been gay, but that's crazy, man, to talk about Tupac like that, because Tupac was one of the most player dudes there was. If you see pictures of him, he has pictures with some of the most beautiful women ever, like, and he was dating them. They was, it wasn't just pictures, So, and he was one of the flyest, coolest dudes ever. And yeah, before he was signed and all that, he was in Baltimore School of Art, so he was acting. You know, he was an actor. So if he's on camera, he's gonna be acting. Like he's not. You, I don't know, man. So I don't know. Just go check out Reggie Wright's video, man. It's dope. I mess with the bro Reggie Wright, man. His videos be on point. But another situation I want to get into real quick while we on here is ASAP Rocky. So I guess ASAP Rocky. Well, hold on. Let me play this little clip for y'all real quick. Little clip. Show you what they saying.
And Flair, hip-hop star ASAP Rocky is now facing years behind bars, potentially. His trial was what's trending in true crime this morning as the 36-year-old turned down a sweetheart deal on the eve of his jury selection. Rocky's real name is Rakeem Mayers, and he declined a final offer from Los Angeles prosecutors to spend 180 days in jail. The agreement also included a 7-year suspended sentence and 3 years of probation, but he said no way. The Grammy-nominated rapper is accused of shooting a former friend of his near a Hollywood hotel back in 2021. And so now, if he is convicted, he's looking at a maximum sentence of 24 years in prison. So let's talk about the fact that he turned down the deal. What does it say about the case that Rocky rejected that plea offer? Let's bring in our legal eagles now.
All right, well, there you go with that. I guess he turned down the 180 days, and if he blows trial, they're saying he's looking it up to like 20 some years. That's what I'm hearing. I heard it on the Breakfast Club. I heard it on this channel here. Yeah, man. People were saying on the Breakfast Club, basically like, oh, they would have took it because they wouldn't want to risk missing so many years of their kids' lives, and he's with Rihanna. Missing that would be just crazy, and I'm 100% agreement with that, man. That would definitely be crazy, but yeah, man. If it's me personally, I may have took the 6 months. 6 months ain't much. I just had to do a little 90 myself, a little 90 days, you know, for something that I wasn't guilty. I'm not guilty of, and I'm still fighting it. I'm taking it to trial. But when you're on probation, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know what I mean? They gave me 90 days. I had to do it. You know, almost lost everything, and yeah, man. So. Either way, I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it though. I'm not going to just give in. But as far as this situation goes with ASAP Rocky, man, I can't say that I would do the same in that situation. They offered me 6 months on a case that I could get 20 some years. I'll probably take the 6 months. That's just me, you know. But I guess he probably knows he's not guilty if he's not, you know, and that's probably why he's like, oh, I'm just gonna fight it. But yeah, man. What y'all think about ASAP Rocky denying the 6 months? That's kind of wild, right? But yeah, on to the next topic though, man. Just real quick, Beanie Sigal. I was watching the Art of Dialogue. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue channel. Definitely a dope channel. Beanie Sigal was revealing that his album, The Becoming, which I think is Beanie Sigal's best album, definitely one of my favorite albums of all time, without a doubt. Classic album. Said it was released without his permission while he was in jail. He was on the tier, and he seen for the first time Feel It in the Air video was on, and he wasn't real. Everybody was like looking up at him like, damn, your video on here. And he just went in his cell. He said he was more disappointed. Like his plan was to drop it when he got out. Because it was a classic album. If it was promoted right, it already had went platinum. It probably would have tripled that, you know, if not more. Because it's one of the greatest albums of all time. And if you know the hip hop history of Rockefeller, he was talking his shit in that, you know. And he also said he don't remember Dame wanting to make, Dame Dash was saying too on the Art of Dialogue that he wanted to make Beanie Sigal vice president of Rockefeller and Cameron vice president of Rockefeller because Cam had his own crew, Beans had his own crew, Jay had his own joint. So it was all like he just wanted to like build everybody up. That was the point of doing like the state property movie and all that, to get their clothing brand and all that out there. But Beanie Sigal say he don't remember Dame ever asking him that, you know, informing him of that, you know. So I just thought that was kind of wild. But Beanie Siegel also said that Memphis Bleak was a little disappointed about it. And back then, Memphis Bleak was one of them guys, man. Coming of Age is a classic album. And then he even got like 2 joints after that, albums that weren't too bad either. They were pretty dope, for real, especially Coming of Age. That's a classic album. So he was on his way. So he was like feeling a certain way and all that, you know. But shout out to the whole Rockefeller, though. Shout out to Graf. He just did the Rockefeller Chain song. Brought Rockefeller back together a little bit. I thought that was ill, man. I'm always tuned in for the dope hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So just for my last topic would be the Joe Budden podcast and Queenzflip, and then man they doing their thing over there, man. That was a good idea for Joe to bring Queenzflip on there, if you ask me. You know what I mean? I that's how I feel, because since Queenzflip been on the Joe Budden podcast, it's been a little more funny. It's always been good. I've been watching it for a long time. That, and I've been watching Queenzflip's content for a while. Both good, you know what I mean, content creators. But it was some funny shit. They were saying Joe Budden took Queenzflip to the strip club, and them sitting so close to the strippers, they was getting money thrown on them, all type of shit. It's just funny as hell. I guess Queenzflip don't go out like that. Like Joe's more of a dude who goes out all the time. But shout out to Flip, man. He always had good content. Just recently brought the callers back a few months ago, like 6-7 months ago, something like maybe a little longer, I'm not sure, but brought the callers back. He's blogging. He did the blogging with Jim Jones, Benny the Butcher, Wyclef, Mano, Hitmaker, Shooter 9 Trey, like just to name a few, you know what I mean, among many other people. And honestly, it's all great and hilarious content. And I feel like that was a good move on both of their ends. And shout out to Queenzflip, shout out to Joe Budden. And then another thing, I seen Queenzflip in Trinidad. I seen him in Puerto Rico. One thing that hit home for me for Queenzflip was he went down to Kensington and he was in Philly, just going around trying to put light on what's going on down there. And we need more people to do that, because it's crazy down there. I don't know if y'all know anything about Kensington, but I got an older brother that, you know, lives down that way, and it's crazy down there, man. It's vicious out there. And I don't know how, like, if you walk on one of them blocks, you would be like, damn, I don't know. If you would ever go down there and just walk on one of them blocks, you would be like, damn, I don't know how, like, regular people just live down here and come out and see it. But that's where they live, and that's what the cops let go on. It's a vicious down there, man. So it's ill that he's putting light on that. That was dope. Definitely dope. You know what I mean? And then another thing I rock with about Queenzflip, he got his son holding the camera, being the cameraman and all that. Salute to that, man. That's some real stuff that I respect that for sure. Recently they did the Killer Kev joint in Brooklyn. Shout out to Killer Kev. That shit was fire, man. I'm loving all the content that's coming out lately. To be honest, it's one of the main reasons got me back into doing this, you know. And I definitely would like to continue to do this, man. I'm liking it a lot, and I love the YouTube space. To be honest, I don't even watch cable TV. I'll be on YouTube, so as much as I be on it, I might as well have my own channel, you know. And I'm gonna keep dropping content until something clicks, you know. And that's just what it is. It's hip hop DjDternal88. Let me know what y'all think about the video in the comment section, man. Y'all have a good day. Peace.